Verna from StampinNotes.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I live in Western New York State and outside of a little town called Canisteo, New York. And I'm coming to you today with a beautiful Slimline pop-up card. And this is the card I want to show you how to make. It's using the Butterfly Brilliance stamp, but I did use the beautiful butterfly dies, and I also used the beautiful Bayou Butterfly Designer Series paper. What's awesome about that paper is that you can, there's a piece of it that I've die cut all of these butterflies out of using the large die. This is the Butterfly Bouquet stamp set, and the picture, it's one large stamp. You stamp all of them at once, and then you die cut them out all at once. If you don't have the die, you could fussy cut them out. The die and the stamp set will be available in the new annual catalog. However, the paper will not. It will only be available until supplies last. And this is the beautiful Designer Series paper. This is the piece I was talking about that the large die will cut out. This is the large die that you can lay on this piece of the Designer Series paper and die cut the butterflies out with. There's also these other gorgeous dies here and some smaller dies for cutting out some different textures. So anyways, gorgeous set. And this is the Butterfly Brilliance stamp set. It's all one sheet that you can stamp and then at once and die cut the whole thing out at once also. Really neat set. And I love the paper. The paper is gorgeous as usual from Stampin' Up! And front and back is beautiful. Isn't that lovely? Love that. So anyways, I've already die cut out the butterflies, and this is the card right here we're making. I've die cut the butterflies out from the Designer Series paper. And you open it and it pops up. There's butterflies on the inside. It says, wishing you a year of magical moments and wonderful memories. And that is from the Mini Messages stamp set, which is another one sheet stamp set here. And the die, the messages die that goes with it, die cuts out all of these sentiments at once, which is really cool. And I have used embossing ink and white embossing powder for those messages on black cardstock. Now today I'm not going to show you how I did the embossing just for the sake of time, but I am going to show you how to make this mechanism here. So I have already started the card. I thought the video was going and it was not. And so part of it is done, and the front layer is already done. And as I said, I die cut the butterflies out from the Designer Series paper. And your layers or your cardstock measurements are for this base. This is thick Whisper White. It is so heavy though that you could probably get away with a regular Whisper or basic white cardstock, because this is going to be on the inside. So it's pretty heavy. And that piece is 7.5 by 8 3/4, and it's scored at 3 3/4. The inside piece here, and this is So Saffron, is 8.5 by 7 1/4, and it's scored at 3 5/8. The Designer Series paper piece for the front is 3 by 8, and the front mat is 3 1/4 by 8 1/4. And I've used our black organdy sparkly ribbon on the one end, and I've got my 3 butterflies on there like that. I could go ahead and we could put the sentiment on. I've used the oval punch here. It's the one with the 2 ovals in the January to June mini catalog, and I will put all of the item numbers and measurements in the description below the video. So I'm going to pop this on the front here with a couple of dimensionals. I really love that punch. And I usually use my take a pick tool to get the backing off that, but didn't at the moment. Okay, so that's gonna go right there. And then the sentiment is gonna go across it, and this says, hooray, it's your birthday. So that's gonna lay on there like that, and I'm just gonna glue this one on like this. Hooray, it's your birthday. And we can put a few rhinestones on the front. I need to order some rhinestones. These are adhesive backed, so they're really nice for, just grab them and then adhere them to your cardstock or designer series paper. I'm going to put a couple on this butterfly here. And one on this one, like that. And one on this one. Well, he's so big, he really needs more than one. So I will put a couple on him. Okay. So basically our front is done. Okay, now for the inside piece, the mechanism that pops up, and that is this little box right here. I've already scored this with my bone folder good, and I had a template piece here that's 2 3/4 by 1 1/4. That's how large, wide, and long I want my box to be. I'm laying that on the middle. I'm matching it up with the center of the card, the inside card base, like that. And I have marked 1 1/4 inch. This is 1 1/4 inches down. I marked here with a pencil and here. I took my snips and I just cut down to that dot right there, like that. And the same thing on this side. So you could, this could be any size that you want it to be. You just want it to be centered. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this piece, I'm gonna just fold it right down like that. And you really wanna score that good. In fact, I'm gonna turn it this way and do the same thing. Okay, so when you open it, it's gonna pop out this way, and we'll score it. You wanna push it to the inside so it pops up like that. I need a piece of designer series paper to go over that. And my piece, I believe, is, let me look here in my notebook, 2 1/2 by 2 3/4. Let's see if that's gonna sit on there. Yep, and I'm just gonna fold this in half. I could measure it and score it, but I'm just gonna do it this way. And then this will go on here, like that. Actually, could be just a tad smaller, probably. I don't have any window sheet, so I have a piece of thick basic white cardstock here. It's like less than 1/4 inch wide. And I want the smaller butterflies on the end. I'm just going to take a little glue and put them on. And then I need another small, the other small pink butterfly. And I'll put him on like this. Now I'm gonna put him on the inside here. coming out like that. And the same thing for this one. And now I want my blue one glued right to the front here. And I'm just putting the glue on the bottom of his wings. So what you want to be careful of is that when you close this, none of the butterflies are hanging out on the end. I'm going to take this sentiment, I'm so happy to celebrate these moments with you, and just add a little glue on there. Like that. And then I need a butterfly up here. And I think I'll use this one right here. I think I had the yellow one on the other card. All right, so that part is done, and we're just gonna do our stamping. Now this happy birthday, I wanted a happy birthday that was pretty big. And this is from the ice cream, or the sweet ice cream bundle right here. And I'm going to use Memento Black and stamp that. Actually, it's so big, I'm going to do it this way. Happy birthday. It looks about centered like that. Yes, and now to put this on the inside of our card. So this is our front. I'm going to open this up. I'm going to do one side at a time here. I'm just going to take my multi-purpose liquid glue and go all the way around the edge like so. And I'm going to start right here in the middle and center that. It looks about right. And then close that down and press it. Then I'm going to take this side and go around it with the glue. I cannot remember the lady that was the demonstrator that I saw this card measurements on. Her card, she didn't use the butterflies, but the Slimline measurements are from her, the Slimline card measurements, but I will look and put that in the description below. So there's our card. Isn't that pretty? Hooray, it's your birthday. And you open it up. I'm happy to celebrate these moments with you. Isn't that pretty? I really like it. I would love to have you subscribe to my YouTube channel, and if you subscribe, hit the little bell so you are notified when I upload my next video tutorial, and I hope you have a great week. Take care.